Hi, I'm David D., the official voice of the best thriller books. I'm here to introduce the next episode of The Five Angry Men. Today, they are discussing what would be the ideal job for each one of them. No one asked me, but my ideal job would be a professional book reviewer, of course. Anyway, here are the boys.
Welcome back to another episode of Five Angry Men with my guys Stuart, Derek, Steve, and of course our best, most glorious friend, Todd. I don't know what we're expecting out of you with your finger guns today, but I hope it's greatness. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just kick it off with Stu. So we're gonna go around the horn here and see what we think that Stu's perfect job would be. What do we imagine Stu doing for a living? Let's give it a shot. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna go first, but I'm gonna give an answer, and I'm gonna come back around for the lightning round for the other ones. But the one I really think Stu would excel at is an American's Got Talent judge. I think he would actually really enjoy that. He'd sit there, see some interesting acts, and just give his unvarnished, harsh opinion on terrible acts. But Stu gives love when it's due. So I think that would be, not really, but I think that would be a fantastic job that you might actually enjoy.
All right. What do you got, Steve? What do you think Stu would be good at?
I going between two. One is I think he could be like the tech guy on a heist crew, right? Where he's like, shutting down the video feeds and unlocking, the electronic key card stuff, right? And getting the crew in there. And they probably kill him at the end instead of giving him the money, but he helps them pull it off. That or an actor in French movies. Probably not as a Frenchman, but maybe as like an American trying to assimilate into being French.
A remake of the Pink Panther kind of thing.
Actor of unknown origins.
That's right. So one or the other.
Yeah. All right.
I like that.
Derek, what do you think?
DJ, duh. Come on.
DJ
BP Stu, man. I think he's still got that. Maybe he's DJ by night and he's like the electronics operator for a crew, and every other time. That's his realistic job that everybody looks at, but really he's his cover, yeah.
All right.
But you gotta have him a DJ in there. Plus he's got experience doing it, so
yeah, for sure. He's not a clown, so we would allow him in our group. If he was a clown,
right.
We're
all clowns.
We're all clowns. Yeah.
All right. Well, I had two, but mine was along the lines of what Steve was thinking, but I had like a local community theater director or star if you went the route of like Philip Seymour Hoffman and like Along Came Polly, where he's trying to be Jesus Christ the Superstar.
I would pay to see that.
I feel like your French, your ability to be who you want to be in our shows is great, and I love your ability to sing, and I think you'd excel at that.
No one said Mel Stripper. What the hell, guys?
Too obvious.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
your wife nixed that.
Yeah.
I think that after seeing those, Todd, did you have another one? You said
no, the backup one, which I may take him up on, is life coach. I really need Stu just yelling at me to motivate me every time I do something. That is the worst thing I have ever seen. What is wrong with you?
Well, that's why you did a good Stan Hurley too.
Yeah, I need that in my life to keep me motivated.
Well, in trending with what Stu does in real life, I think you'd be the perfect heist tech guy. I could see you sitting in the back of the van with the headset on, like, just give me a minute, like.
Door is unlocked. Go.
Yeah. Steve nailed that one. I think
we own 90 seconds.
We own the cameras.
All right. Next, we're gonna go with Derek. Stu, I'll give you first shot here. What do you think? What do you think Derek would be great at?
I struggled a lot with picking Derek's, but I went with a school bus driver.
Oh,
I picture him kicking kids off the bus and screaming at them to sit down.
Get on the
also-
bus, Waldo.
and driving way too fast down the back roads, going over speed bumps. Yeah,
Nice.
I think a school bus driver
Yeah.
for Derek.
Nice.
All right, Todd, what do you think Derek would be good at?
so I was trying to go with like telegrapher / telegraphist, depending on what country, typewriter repairman, cell phone kiosk magnet. But really, what I think he would excel at is being the spokesperson for A Place for Mom. I think he would really, from old folks' homes, you would listen to Derek. You would really believe where you should put your
I see where this is
aging
going.
parent.
He's a scooter salesman, but
But not only am I a salesman, I'm also a client.
There you go. There you go. So that was mine. Spokesman for A Place for Mom. Sponsorship coming.
Oh, jeez. All right,
Yeah.
Steve, what do you got for him?
All right. I picture Derek as like an Andy Rooney like commentator, but not for 60 minutes, but like a cable access news show that has like 6 viewers, where he's just ranting against random shit that no one cares about and getting really pissed about it.
Sharing his
Um,
limoncello recipe.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Either that or a doomsday street preacher.
Doomsday
oh,
Street.
yes.
Like I could totally see
With
him.
a cross on a
with-
wheel.
That's
Yeah.
right. And everyone's walking by going, look at this nut job, right? Just it fits perfectly.
Oh,
That.
Oh
like
man, those are good. Those are good. Well, I had two myself. And keeping with the theme of you guys, first thought he would be a great antique car salesman. Those are the vehicles he grew up with.
When I drove this,
new.
But I think that the second one that came to mind was even better. Would be a Broncos stadium like food vendor, and he would be on the concourse selling funnel cakes and pretzels at Broncos games.
Nice.
Yeah.
it
All
would
right.
require you to actually work instead of watching the game. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
That's a good one.
Well,
Pretty good.
I with my pick, and I'm knowingly not going to choose any of mine. I think Todd with the old folks home spokesman or salesman would be great. Like door to door, I could.
You can do it.
You
Derek.
know any old
Hey,
people
Yeah.
in your family?
Like a bathroom makeover guy.
Hey man,
You know?
that's our. Here comes our first sponsor right there. Let's go.
Yep. All right, let's go with Steve now. So let's go, Derek. I'm gonna give you a first shot here. What do you think Steve would be good at?
I think Steve would be a national park ranger. That's what I think. Dude likes to be outside, and that's, no kidding aside. I mean, I see him because he's out there all the time. When I get paid for it and wear the sweet little green suit and, yell at kids to stay on the path and quit throwing shit in the the ground and pick up your trash and don't touch the animals. Don't feed them.
Don't feed the bears.
Yeah.
All right,
I like
Park
that.
Ranger. I could
Well,
definitely
yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
All right, Stu, what do you got?
So I picked two for this one. First one was host of The Weakest Link. This is my first one.
Goodbye.
That's a little too on the nose.
And my second is the chief people officer at Dick's Last Resort, which is that restaurant in Chicago where all the waiters are mean to people and they just swear at you. And I feel like Steve would really excel at that.
Yeah, you'd more so towards the training side. Of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, those were good. I like those.
All right, what do you think, Todd?
So I had Park Ranger as well. Again, a little too accurate. But I went with Surveyor because it gets him outside. He doesn't have to deal with people, but it does involve spreadsheets and data. So I was like, it really is all the things Steve loves in one job. So there you go. Surveyor.
Like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Well, I was following the trend of you guys as well there. I had outdoor survival show consultant.
Oh,
That was my first. And then I always, I don't follow the rules either. You would excel, though, as a child boot camp instructor. So if you've got those kids that like Mari that don't listen and they're like, you're going to boot camp because you can't listen, you would be one of the instructors.
you are Major Payne. Is that what
Yeah.
we're hearing? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you would fit that to the T.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a perfect
Yeah.
one.
And I'd send my kid there.
I'm digging the outdoor theme, but the Dick's Last Resort, like CPO is
Nailed it.
nailed
Chef
it.
kiss.
Well done, Stu.
All right, Derek, Stu, Steve. All right, let's go with Todd next. All right, Steve, you want to kick that one off?
Bring it.
Sure. All right. I view Todd as a snooty college philosophy professor. In particular, one that smokes pot with his students because he thinks it makes them look cool, but in actuality,
Also true.
creepy. Right.
But I
Yeah.
mean that
Kind
pretty
of
accurate.
like the professor from Animal House. Type of thing. Or if I had to go a second one, rodeo clown. He's a small target. I think he'd like
Couldn't
wearing
catch him.
makeup and running around. And
You're nimble, right? So like you can.
I am pretty nimble.
Well, and we also know he likes to ride cows. We have the pictures. to prove it.
This is true. I
Only win
believe-
with somebody else. I know.
That's
I was
true.
there.
This is true. A little add to that, I believe I still have a lifetime membership with the Pro Rodeo Cowboy Association. So put that on your list there. So Rodeo
He's
Cowboy.
got that on his resume.
Could be. I could be. There you go.
As your pickup line.
That doesn't work. Trust me. Even in Kansas, it doesn't work.
Derek, what do you think? What's the best or what's the perfect job for Todd?
Well, and I'm new to the sport, but what league is it that's below relegated for soccer players? Because I could see you being a coach
In the
of some
non-league
team that is not quite up to the relegated league, so you're on the cusp of getting into the Premier League, but you're not.
I think I maybe I'd be on the cusp of getting to like Wrexham's C team. Like that
There you
might be
go.
where my coaching.
Either that or coaching a girls soccer team at some small Midwestern college, women's
He
college.
keeps Man, I would take it.
He
Yeah,
keeps applying at the local rec center and nobody calls him back.
they don't.
You're
They
on
don't.
our national watch list. Sorry.
Hey, I got to pass background checks. I got a clean bill. Yeah, but no, I do. Yeah, give me a coaching gig. Let's do it.
Oh, Todd Lasso, that's who you are. I mean, we can't.
Yeah.
I do.
We
It's
won't
what I
forget
do.
that.
Yep.
All right, Stu, what do you got for him? What's the perfect job for Todd?
I was thinking a radio host on one of those morning zoo shows. That's like, oh, we got David on the line. David, and David says, like, oh, I hit on a girl last night. And then Todd goes, but we also got David's girlfriend. She's on the line. Picture Todd being one of those morning zoo guys.
That was a pretty good impersonation as well. I'm gonna give you points for that. I would do that job. I appreciate that, Steve.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I have infomercial host for Todd, but if I was to detail that just a bit more, you would be a one-wheel infomercial host.
Yes.
Like,
I'm talking
but it
about.
would be like the worst, like the world's most terrible tricks. He's like, watch what you can do on a one wheel, and he jumps it like a half an inch off the ground.
It would be one
Hardcore.
episode.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne,
I have a feeling it would be one episode, 30 seconds of a trick, and the rest of the episode is me in a hospital bed. That is how that would go down.
How not
Todd
to
would-
do these tricks.
Yeah.
Todd would be Jason Boring.
It's true. That's true. These are good. These are good, guys. Okay.
Man, those are all good, but the perfect job for Todd as a soccer coach. I mean, you would,
Victory.
I don't know what league or South Central Louisiana Community Rec League. I don't know, but
Let's
you're
do it.
you're
Gotta be-
there.
I gotta be yelling at kids somewhere.
All right. Well, I want to hear what you guys think the perfect job for me would be. What is it? Let me have it. Derek, what do you got?
Well, again, I've got a couple for you. I think in a Panama City bar during spring break, you would be the guy that would be the one for the wet t-shirt contest. You'd be running that, emceeing that, week after week after week during spring break. Or a la Mel from Alice, I see you as a short order cook with the little hat on, rolled up, just, spatula in one hand, selling, hey, I smoked this stuff outside. We got some, that or
But
yeah, some butt or some ribs, or you just want some hash browns and some eggs over easy.
I really hope your wife watches this. What about Panama City?
Oh, she just texted me. She said Todd's an ass.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
All right, Stu, what do you got? What do you think's the perfect job for me?
I picture you as a bartender in like Law and Order, like the guy who never sees anything, and you're always scrubbing the counter. They come in, they're like, "What have you seen?" You're like, "I haven't seen anything. I've just been tending bar all day."
That's how you don't get shot.
Snitches get stitches.
All right. What do you think, Steve? What do you think my perfect job would be?
Jackman for a NASCAR team. I'll have Ricky Bobby, right? But not, the part where he gets to drive and is good. You just be the Jackman, because I hear you like to jack things. Or
That escalated quickly.
yeah. Or if not that, a carny. Like I could see you, being the guy who runs one of those crooked booths, or guesses people's weights. Like one of those.
That's kind of like the guy in Panama
You got
City.
small hands that smell like cabbage.
That's right.
That's good.
All right. Todd, what do you got? Please
All
redeem
right,
that.
I don't know. I had a couple, but start off with a barbecue restaurant owner, a brew master. But really, as I thought, long and hard about this, it was any job requiring a helmet. Just anything to protect that dome of yours from accidental knocking it into things. So Jackman works. There's not a lot of things he can head on, but he would still manage to do it. So anything with the helmet, that's your perfect job.
Okay. I see how it is. Oh man. Well, I'll tell you, I like all those. I could see myself in an executive style bar, like tending. That would be cool. Everything's like wooden, like polished. And,
No, we're talking about a Phillies dive bar.
Yeah.
but I really think I would fit the NASCAR Jackman trend. I do love NASCAR, and Steve, you nailed that one. So I think Steve wins the prize of whatever it is today, because I think he's the only one that got two of them. But
that's true.